And it's a shame that those kind of things, like, it gets lost sometimes. But then sometimes I bet the most beautiful of weddings are the small ones where you've got the most important people there with you. But yeah, there's not too many of my friends getting married. I think it will probably start to increase a bit more next year. I see them a lot on like Facebook and stuff like that, but my closest friends, they're not getting married yet. So much theatre sometimes you miss that I do because of the theatrics, yeah. There's a good sense of awesome from the backyard wedding. Right. That only call the middle school sweethearts and age 12 maybe? Oh. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get started on the pizza dough. We're not gonna make the actual pizza because I want to let it go overnight. And get some nice fresh mozzarella and things like that. I could put like ricotta cheese on top of it. Got that, but I don't know, I just love mozzarella. And this is kind of like, I want to see how big the dough can go, because I'm not sure if it's this recipe that I've used, but I used one and it was perfect. Like, as I made the dough, I let it... I'm watching from the UK! My fellow English person. Awesome. I hope that the darker the nights are coming, aren't they, in England? I hope they're not getting... I don't know. I love the long nights in England during the summer, but when the dark nights come, it's nice. It's nice to feel like at home and cozy, and it's dark, and then you've got like a longer night to just relax. There's something relaxing about it. You're in Dubai and you've been here for 5 years, and all you see is like desert and the sun shining, and it's just concrete, like buildings everywhere, and like there's a lot of beauty and glamour, and it's very new. So when I go back to England and I see rolling hills and the green grass and it raining and feeling like smelling the petrichor in the air, like it's beautiful. And when I went to Wales, seeing how green it was, and even on the rainy days how beautiful it was, and it was just lovely. It was really, really lovely. Lived in Devon for 17 years. Wow. You like the peace and quiet? Me too. I didn't think I would, because but at least like when I was growing up, I was like, oh, I really need to be in the city, and there's a large part of me that still believes that, because for you to get jobs and get a good paying job, you know, but then it's it's hard, because you try and earn a lot of money in the city, and then you pay a lot of money for rent, but then you experience a lot of things as well from the different events that are going on. Compared to a village, it's just a completely different life. But I like the balance of the two, where it's nice to know that there isn't the sound of a generator outside, or there's no police sirens going by, or there's no one fighting out in the street. The things that I saw in London and heard, like, I wouldn't get peace and quiet in London until 3 a.m. until 5 a.m. maybe till 6. Otherwise, like, there would be just constant traffic. But I wasn't in like this like city center. I lived in a place called Ealing, so it's still pretty close. Like, I was 20 minutes from Shepherd's Bush, which is one of, like, Westfield, one of the biggest malls in England, I believe. Might be wrong. No, she's cuddled up next to me and my two dogs. Oh, that's just like a picture perfect. Oh, that's just lovely. Like, cuddled up to your loved one with 2 little doggies. That sounds lovely. I got a nice big garden and my 2 dogs. See, that's what they need. Hi, Akabara. How are you? How's your weekend going? My dears, I'm not on point right now, because I'm still like pretty muddled in my head and not realizing like everything is so so real. Like, yeah, I was gonna say earlier as well, like I'm kind of relieved that the goal is no longer on the screen. I'm glad it's been achieved, and I'm glad that we've been able to raise the money for me to go home and be with my family. And it's also like a relief that I don't have to talk about it too much now, because it was hard. It was really hard, and it took a real big toll on me to try and talk about it so frequently. So yeah, it's kind of a relief. And one less thing to worry about is like, oh, when am I going to get the funds to be able to go home? But yeah, I just want to thank every one of you that were here yesterday and throughout the streams prior, and any newbies that are here too. We've got so many exciting things to come. Like, I cannot wait. Even just like with Halloween, I can't wait to make some like Halloween treats and gory desserts and stuff like that. And if you guys are celebrating anything in particular, please let me know in the Discord. We have a Discord which is let me just type it. Which is like a chat room for particular groups. So our group is just like the baking family. So if you did want to join, do join us in there and share some recipes that you want me to do, or if you have any celebrations that you celebrate, let me know, and I'll try and do like a nice party on stream, or like a dedicated dessert for that particular event, whether it's Holy or Hijri New Year or Eid or anything. Like, what else? Like, we have Guy Fawkes Day coming up in England, so maybe I can do some like firework, I don't know, all these toffee apples that we have in the winter, which is nice. I was gonna say like firework cakes and stuff like that, because like you can just stick some fireworks in. Not fireworks, like I was thinking more sparklers, like little handheld sparklers. Doing good, a little busy, but good. How has your weekend been so far? Manic in a beautiful and heartwarming way. Like yesterday's stream, do check it out if you can. It was, especially the first hour, well, minus the sound complications and me trying to figure out how to fix it, but throughout because we just got the sub button like got a few days ago, but I didn't mention anything, not too much anyway, just like kind of let a couple of people know, and then yeah, yesterday's stream was the first stream that I had where I had my sub button. So the founding people got their number 1 button, or badge even, where it says that you were the first subscribers to the channel, and like I didn't even know that was a thing. But yeah, I think it's the first 10 people get that badge for life, and I was like, so sweet. And then when you get made partner, I think you have 25. So the first 25 people that sub when you become partner, you get another badge. So that's really, really cool. We got a miniature Jack Russell and a Pentadale. What's a Let me have a look at. Like, I wanna look at. Oh, is it a terrier? Oh, that's adorable. Oh, look. Look at that face. Oh, that is just so cute. Could you hear my mic then when I was screen sharing? Not sure if you could. It's a rescue dog. For the first 9 months of her life, she was kept in a garage and starved, and that, I don't get it. Like, how can human beings be so cruel to hurt these animals that have done nothing wrong? So sad. But I'm so glad that your dog has now been rescued to be with you and to be loved and have a beautiful back garden to run around in. Response. Wait. By the way, it says I'll just shut down that's that's me thinking I'm gonna overwork myself. Right, is it focusing? Anyway, it says the way forward is being positive and making happy memories for us both. good luck on your next baking stream with like a 4-leaf clover cake and cupcake biscuits. And then there's like loads of like emojis, and it says Fatty Melon donated $1,000. I cried, and then the crying emojis. And then she got like a video of like the subs and stuff, and yeah, it's just really sweet. And she was like, I actually watched a little in the early morning here live, and so you got 1,000. So I ran upstairs to tell my stepdad, and that was his name, so I'm not saying his name. And he was half asleep. Then watched it again today, and then she was like, people are waiting in your chat. Anyway, get baking, you're late. She was like, I don't think you knew about it, and I was shouting at the TV. So like, I think because we had the gifted subs, they just kept on rolling, so I don't think I got notified, or I didn't hear anything at least. But yeah, she was absolutely blown away by all the generosity, and Chef Cody, like, I'm sure like if she could, she'd just give you a big hug and thank you, like a big mumsy hug, just to say thank you. Like I'm hopefully she'll want to be on stream a little bit, even just pop in and say hi, and whatever she feels comfortable with. But yeah, like I'm sure she'll say hi, even if it's just her voice when I go to England. No holidays this year till Halloween. This year would have Apple Harvest Festival coming up, but no festival this year thanks to COVID. Also thanks to Cody for the gifted sub. Have you seen the picture? Oh, you will do well with your channel. I hope so. I'm really, really excited. Like, this is my 3rd week, and it's a whirlwind, and I can't wait. And I'm just going to be doing more and more stuff. I'll always try my best to do 4 streams of baking every week. One day will always be dedicated to bread, so usually on a Sunday I'd be making bread. So I'm making pizza dough today, and then we'll use it in various different ways throughout the week. And then we always have like an appreciation day, or perhaps if there's extra people that need to be thanked, especially for the larger raids, I do a big dessert as a thank you to them. So yesterday we did a frockenbouche, which is meant to be a tower. It didn't work out, guys. Anyway, I'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, that was dedicated to Stream Chaser IRL because he came in with a party of 99 people as a raid, and I believe that we should all be grateful in our lives and show gratitude to everyone, and as many people as possible, because gratuity helps me get through a lot of anxiety and probably depression as well. Like it really helps me get through the tough times. So the least I can do is those who show me kindness is to at least be grateful for it and show it back in some way by dedicating a stream. I just feel like it's the smallest thing I can do to try and say thank you for the kindness and the love. And I'm definitely going to be dedicating a stream to you, Chef Cody, so do let me know what you would like me to make for you. And I'm going to do Hitch because he raided my channel with a very big party. So I need to do that for sure. I was thinking of doing the bike today, but I was like, no, it's bread day. Because I'm going to make his bike. He's traveling across Canada, if you don't know who Hitch is, and I'm going to make his bike out of icing. So for instance, community support. It says this channel provides a safe space for community members to rant, look for advice, or even just talk to someone to release some of the heaviness you feel. The safe space can only be maintained as long as there's no judgment, respect is always given, kindness and compassion to one another is always shown. None of us should experience life's low points alone. And here with the Baking family, you will never be alone. So if you're having a bad day and you just want to talk to someone, we'll make sure that we're here to support you and just be there for you. Self promo, if you've got your own stream, business, or social medias. You can pop that in there. Feel free to. Don't be shy about it. I think a lot of places are successful due to networking, and a lot of streamers are successful due to networking. I wouldn't be able to have a stream the way that I do without getting to know lovely streamers that have been just so kind to me, and hopefully I can do that as well for others. Clips from stream, if you've got anything you want to share with me. I usually go through the clips anyway, but as my days potentially get busier, then it was cool to just leave it in there as well for other people to check out. Here's the creativity corner, which I really, really like. People can share what they're good at. So if you're a painter, woodworker, if you're a writer, want to share some poetry, or just want to float some ideas around, pop it in the creativity corner or creative corner, and we'd love to see what your talents are. Recommendations, if you wanted to go through, if you wanted to recommend something, like if you found something that is really, really good, whether that's a tool in your garage that you think is really, really good, or when it comes to Christmas, say that I found this really, really good deal, or I really, really like this stove, or things like this, or anything. It doesn't have to be cooking related, anything at all. Even if it's a restaurant, like if you found something, pop it in recommendations. We'd love to know. Tech questions, if you're tech savvy, or if you are having any problems in tech issues, pop it in there. We'll see if we can help as well, and so on. So yeah, suggestions, that's all the suggestions. For recipes, emote ideas, let me know, because I've got spaces for emotes now. Stream feedback and suggestions, I'm always open to hear your feedback, and Discord suggestions if you've got any ways of trying to improve this as well. I'll review Discord at the end of the year, and see how I can improve it, but do let me know. My mum makes a zero fat cake made with Weetabix. Really? Wow. Well, if she's happy to share the way that she does it, I'd love to check it out. That's really, really cool. My old dog, he was a husky and collie. Yeah, that is a beautiful mix. I bet they were active. Needed a lot of walking, I bet. Hi, Sub-Zero. Hi, Arkwin. Hello, welcome. Okay. I boiled the kettle quite a while ago. Let's see what temperature it is. Whether I have one person viewing me, or if I have like thousands maybe one day, who knows. You will all... Oh, well, isn't that so sweet? Katie gifted a sub to Klinster722. That is so, so sweet. And we have an incredible community that does things like that too. Hi, Noda Hore. Noda. I need to say Noda, not Nota. So then it just kind of sounds the same. Stream looks really good today. Oh, well. I hope so. You was about to give them a sub. See, the generosity is beautiful. Your generosity is maybe beautiful. Isn't that so sweet, Katie? Oh, that's so, so sweet of you, Katie. Now you can go see your mum soon. What a wonderful person. I know, exactly. So my mum's prepping. She's cleared some space in the kitchen for me to bring some of my kitchen stuff. And hopefully she's making room in my old bedroom for me. Because since I moved out like 10 years ago, obviously my room can't stay the same. Like, she needs the house to kind of have her stuff in there too. So yeah, I think hopefully like my mum will be able to make a bit of space in the wardrobe for me. What would you like to study? So at the moment this is what I'm kind of focused on, because I love marketing. I did a Bachelor of Science in Marketing in London. it's like 5 years ago now that I graduated, and I want to do a master's. Now that I've got some education underneath my belt, and also because my mum's not well, like it's very uncertain as to okay, let me start again. When my grandfather was sick, not knowing or not, I was pressured to go back to work real quick, and losing my granddad was like losing my dad. It was so hard. And after a couple days, my boss was like, hey, like, are you coming back? Like, we need you. And like, it was 4,000 miles away. It wasn't like around the corner. I had to fly, and I was like, no, I can't come back. And then my whole family rushed the funeral just so that I could be there for it. And I don't want to ever put that on someone ever again. And it's just, maybe another business would be more understanding, but it was just like, I'm in the same office, same boss, my colleague, she lost her father unexpectedly, and they rushed her to come back to work as well within a week. She lost her dad. Like, it's awful how companies can treat you. And I just don't want to be put under that pressure. Ideally, I want to work for myself. I want to be able to build a baking empire. I'm thinking big, and I'm so glad that you guys are here to be with me at the beginning of it. And yeah, like, I'm thinking, like, baking merchandise, like, it's not gonna stop. Like, I'm going forward, and I'm not looking back. But obviously, like, yeah, maybe I'll try and get a job in an office just to kind of fund my way towards those dreams as well. And maybe work for a baking company. Maybe I get my dream through that, I don't know. But for me to support that dream, I want to learn more into depth marketing, because I love being creative. So when I go to university, I want to study the more consumer behavior and psychology behind marketing. Because once you understand people, you can understand business better. I think it's better to look forward to what do the customers need rather than what you need, you know? And I think I can achieve that through the psychology of marketing. I love the psychology of colors and words, and yeah, it's really cool. I find it really fascinating. It's the same, trust me, mums leave their kids' room alone. Well, no, like, I've been back, it's not exactly the same. Like, we're in a small house, like, it's not, she's had to, like, she had no choice. Like, when I left, like, she needed the space. So I don't blame her, like, it's fine. I keep threatening to turn mine into a personal Lego room. That's the worst I've had that happen to me as well. It's the worst. Yeah, it is the worst. They're so selfish, and they think like, oh, they're giving you the tough love so that you can be stronger, and it's like, no, I need to mourn. There's a big difference. But yeah, he was the worst. Yeah, the thing is, not many people actually liked him anyway. I would love to train as a drug, alcohol. Oh, okay. Train as a drug and alcohol worker, as been through addiction and would like to help others. That's amazing. Wow. See, that, I love that you have had a journey, you've learned, and now you're giving back, and you can relate to people. Like, how can some people be like a support worker to those who are experiencing something you haven't experienced before? So yeah, that's powerful. Definitely go for it. You're gonna connect with so many people and understand, and those connections will be bonding. Like, that would be strong relationships for sure. I'm talking enough, which I love, by the way. I love that you guys are talkative. But let me do this bread. Oh, I'm so parched now. I've been talking so much. I was an addict to a Class A drug, but I've been clean now for 7 years. I am so proud of you. And look at you now. You've got 2 lovely doggies and a wonderful woman by your side. How incredibly lucky, and that just shows your strength as well. Like, you've turned everything around, and you've come out on top. You've come out successful. Like, I think there's no greater success than being happy and I don't know, like it. The instant thought that came to my mind when you said that you were snuggled up next to your loved one and had 2 dogs, I was like, he's got his life together. That's the dream right there, and that's amazing. I am so proud of you. Like 7 years clean. It must have been hard. Like I personally I can't relate, and I won't ever express that I can understand what it was like, because I have no idea. But I can definitely guess and understand that it must have been incredibly hard, and how strong you are to be able to get through something like that. That's incredible. Is it blurry? Is it okay? I've had some bad times though. I've been shot twice and stabbed 4 times and still here to tell my story. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. Well, I'm glad that you're here. And I'm glad that you're here to tell your story as well, because you're going to inspire so many. And that's incredible. And look, I can tell that you've got a beautiful heart. And you're welcome in this community. Like, we've all got a past. Like, it's there. We've grown from it. If you haven't tried some things or done some things that you've regret, if you haven't regretted something in your life, then you haven't lived. So good on you, and I can't wait to hear about the incredible things that you're gonna do as a support worker as well. Can't wait to hear it. It's awesome. You got to really be proud of yourself, you know? I wouldn't swap my life now even for $1 billion. Now that's gratitude, isn't it? How amazing gratitude is healing. Wow. I'm so happy for you. There we go, guys. Wow. Okay, let me measure this, do the temperature for the water, because I did boil it a little while ago. Oh, bless her. So last night I was exhausted. I was so tired. Like just emotionally. Obviously being on your feet for I think it was maybe 10 hours total. I was on my feet, and there's harder jobs out there. Don't get me wrong. I'm really not complaining at all. I loved it. I loved the stream yesterday, and it just felt like it was so quick. It didn't feel like it was that long. It was like a 7-hour stream, but then I was working, preparing and stuff before. Anyway, I did a lot of the dishes and stuff, and I left a few to soak because it had a lot of the dough all stuck to the sides and stuff, and it needed to soak for a bit, and the caramel needed to soak. This morning, the rest of the dishes were done. The mother of the house here is so kind, and bless her, she even washed the disposable piping bag. It's she's just amazing. I didn't even ask. I didn't want her to wash up, but absolute sweetheart. Absolute sweetheart. She's just amazing how she's looked after me.